In this video, I'm going to give you 6 crucial tips which beginners must know in order to run a successful city. Let's get building. Number 1, multiple highway routes. Having multiple connections between your busiest areas is crucial. That does not only go for inside your actual city, but also the way into and out of your city. Try to implement highway interchanges as soon as possible. Be sure to, of course, cover the areas you already plan to expand in. That way, your traffic will get dispersed over the highway, leaving enough space for your inner city traffic to flow freely. This applies first and foremost to your industrial areas. Having a completely separated entrance and exit point to your industry is the most beneficial tip for starting a successful city. Number 2, natural resources. A not so well-known feature for beginners are the different resources that are spread across a map. These resources can only be seen when the player accesses the Resources tab in the Info View panel. In order to make your city develop efficiently, knowing where these resources are early on is very helpful. That way you can plan your layout accordingly to get the most out of these areas. The 4 different types of resources are forest, fertile land, oil, and ore. You can use these resources with an industry specialization via a district after unlocking them. This will also add lots of variety to your city in terms of looks. Zones with agricultural specializations, for instance, will have farm buildings and fields spawn in. If you zone an industry specialization over an area that does not have any resources, the zone will be populated with processing facilities and require raw materials from outside of your city. Farming and forestry are renewable resources which will continue to produce raw materials indefinitely, whereas oil and ore will eventually run out entirely. Number 3, walkability. Another essential tip to have a thriving metropolis is to get cars off of the roads, countering traffic congestion. Next to a good public transportation system in your city, it is super important to have good walkability also. You want to connect your busiest areas with pedestrian pathways. Keep in mind that your citizens will go great distances without their car if your city is laid out well for walking. Since traffic is probably the number 1 thing that can ruin an entire city, this tip is probably the most crucial one. Number 4, city attractiveness. The attractiveness of your city is very important to attract new residents to grow and expand. Land value is a big factor in that regard. To boost your land value, be sure to have enough coverage of all the services. Your citizens will be happy if all of their needs like garbage, health, fire service, and police are taken care of. To make an area even more attractive, be sure to place enough parks and plazas. You can see the coverage of any park when you place it down. Number 5, districts for the win. Districts can be a powerful tool to create a more diversified city and help you earn more money. To create a district, you must first paint the area with the district tool. Then, you go into the policy menu and choose from a wide variety of policies which will only affect that specific district. When you hover over a policy, there will be a small information on what that policy does. Not only can you make more money to create your dream city, but you can also boost your land value and make your citizens more happy. Use the education boost, recycling, high-tech housing, and maybe some park and recreation services for an increased land value in residential areas. In order to make some big money, you can add the small business enthusiast for low-density commercial areas. The same works for high-density commercial areas with the big business benefactor. These policies will make sure that the businesses will double their sales. Number 6, take your time. City skylines can get a bit hectic for beginners. I know that myself. I used to be overwhelmed when I first started out. The most important thing is to keep calm, stay relaxed. The overwhelming feeling used to hit me after I reached a milestone the most. All this new stuff unlocked. What do I do now? What should I place first? Well, here's a tip which helped me a lot. Once you reach a milestone, pause the in-game timer. The game actually helps us because every time you hit a milestone, the in-game speed goes down to 1, no matter what you had it set to before. So pause, have a look at everything that was unlocked, and start planning in peace. And once you're ready, unpause the simulation and enjoy without stress. Now, I believe the very best video you can watch with this knowledge is how to start your own city. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day and stay safe out there. Bye bye.